Sanibonani guys, it's Tata and Tabiso aka TNT because we dynamite because Nisenza
Ifaya.
So today guys we have brought you a guest. I'm sorry, something is going on. I don't know which camera to look at. Which one is facing me? There.
That one.
So today guys we brought you a guest. Her name is Refentse Moseki.
Yeah.
And she's going to help us speak to you guys about our 20s, basically. So we're going to be talking about how we've all experienced our 20s. They're always building, né?
Every day they're building.
We're just going to talk about how we experienced our 20s and what we expected to come out of it and what the reality is and stuff.
I don't think, it doesn't feel like I'm in my 20s though. Like, I still feel 19.
Can I talk about, like, the worst advice that I've gotten in my 20s?
What?
No, don't worry. You were still young.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh. How is that bad advice?
That's the worst advice
I think that's...
I've ever gotten. I just feel like, dude, in your 20s, that's your powerhouse. Your 20s have so much power.
Okay.
And being told that you were young, no, you were still young. No, take your time. Dude, you only literally, okay, I'm not going to say you only have your 20s, because if you don't make it in your 20s, you can make it in your 30s. If you don't make it in your 30s, you can make it in your 40s. If you don't make it in your 40s, it's never too late. But I'm saying that the 20s hold so much, they hold so much power. They're literally the foundation. Like, if you work so hard in your 20s, your 30s could literally be you just chilling the fuck down. And you living your best life. I'm not saying it's guaranteed because situations come up and trials and tribulations come up, but the habits that you work on your 20s, that you build in your 20s, have immense compound effect.
I get you.
You know? And we take that for granted.
The thing is, it's like, I feel like it's so easy to say, like, work hard in your 20s. It's so, like, even now, I'm on my second degree. I was saying this. I'm on my second degree because I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? So when you don't really have like a purpose or you don't really have like a direction, it's hard to work hard because it's like, what are you working hard for? Like,
especially if you don't have that passion.
What are you doing?
Especially if you don't have you're working towards. It's
Definitely. It's
upsetting.
I think that's the crack of your 20s, like finding that out. And once because somebody once said that so there's like two most important things in life. Yeah. The moment you were born and the moment you realize why you were born.
Okay.
Because that's literally like a fucking awakening. That's another awakening when you realize that, why am I here? Yeah. You know, I think that's the point that you touched on.
But like finding that why, it takes years. It takes a long time. Because some people never really do find their why.
Some people die and they don't find.
People never really find their whys.
Yeah.
People, I keep repeating this. People never really find their whys. Like, you can die without really... Because some people are fine working every day of their lives as long as they have money. Yeah. You know? And that's just you just existing.
I'm sorry.
You know what I mean?
For me, I understand working for comfortability of being comfortable in your life, but working every day just to your, like... the ends aren't meeting. The ends aren't meeting. Like, you can't even enjoy yourself. Like, that's also like something that people go through.
I just feel like people should do what feels like play to you and work to others. Like, a lot of people say that when I shoot when I go to studio, shoot my podcast, you know, get this equipment. Like, a lot of people think that it's hard work. And then sometimes it just feels like play to you because you actually enjoy it. You know? And I feel like once you get that in life, once you really enjoy something, like, hang on to that. Because you don't know why God has placed that certain thing that you like more than any other person. Like, you might like photography, for instance, more than more than your friend, and you don't understand, why do I have this burning passion every day I get up? And sometimes it comes in the most weirdest ways, like your passion, your purpose. You don't understand, like, why, and you don't even know what you're doing. Like, when I started doing my podcast, I had no idea what I'm getting myself into.
We I
still don't have it figured out.
Still don't know.
Like, I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing,
but every
day just getting up and working on that because you actually enjoy it.
Yeah. But for me, I feel like people in their 20s, they try to juggle so much because Like, let's say some people are trying to get their honors and stuff, like after they get their degree, but at the same time they want to work. At the same time they want to have kids. Relationship. At the same time, other people are married. Every time I go on Facebook, someone else has a child, someone else is married. What's going on? Dina 23, guys.
How? And like also this thing of like us rushing each other on the internet, like just trying to like just rushing. Like do things take time? Things take so much time rushing each other.
But I think the rushing thing is, you see, example, say now Tato starts a business and Tato's business flourishes from the get-go. And then I'm still here trying to figure out.
Pressure.
And it's that pressure,
It's that pressure.
It's like, now I have to do something. Now you find yourselves in situations that could have been avoided if you had just like, taken your time to find what exactly who you are, and not really look at other people's like journeys and compare it to yours.
People measure other people's achievements and then they put themselves next to that and stuff. At the same time, people will be like, this guy is doing so well and this, and we study the same thing and we have the same marks. But that's something that other person might be passionate about. You might not necessarily like that. People have different starts in life.
That's so true, because sometimes people just do things because their friend is doing it.
People have different starts in life. Other people, when a trust fund, as we speak,
exactly.
Like other people are born like with connections and stuff like that. Some people work hard for the connections they have. So it all depends on you. So don't measure who you are against like other people, because it won't work out, because you guys don't have the same.
But it's so hard to not
like situations and where you guys come from.
It's very hard to not like compare though. Especially if it's like, if you guys are all friends and it's like you at different levels already, you know what I mean? Or if you have a super, super like smart, successful, like work-driven family, and then you're like the black sheep, it's very hard not to compare. And if it's like that thing, it's like you have to find your purpose, but then if you don't really have one, because a lot of people like as bad as this sound, it's like not everyone needs something that's like huge. That's gonna be like that thing that.
But I feel like there's room for everybody to
exactly. Like some people genuinely like enjoy their little 9 to 5.
And that's okay. But if that's your form of happiness, like me and my friend were having a chat the other day. She's like, no, success means you having your fucking Bentley, your house and everything. And I'm like, dude, that's personally. Not exactly. And we should change that connotation of what success means. Sometimes your success is literally you being happy with your kids, having that 9 to 5 job as a teacher. And you find fulfillment in that. That's you content.
You see. Now all that pressure, now Abantu are going down, going out and going on to go on social media to please people on social media. They're going out and posting fake things. They walk into restaurants.
Those reels are not real.
Do you know, like, I don't know why I didn't. It's only now, like at this big age, where you realize, but this looks like it doesn't look real. Do you know what I mean?
Those reels are not real, dude.
It doesn't look real.
Like people are doing a lot just to impress the internet, and other people, you understand, but it's their livelihoods. Nah? But then other people to catch up with these people, they do a lot. They do a lot, because this other girl, Kutiwa, on somewhere on Twitter, they were like, but this guy complained because she posted a picture. Apparently she got a G-Wagon, and then this guy who works there was like, that's not hers. She just walked in, got her own flowers, and then saw a car with a bow.
No.
Took the picture. So
you kidding?
You see that? You see that? And like, I'm not sure how the story went, but I read it somewhere on Twitter. And they're like, now, one of people are going to those lengths to please other people because they're feeling pressure. And people,
they don't really give a fuck about you.
They're feeling pressure because this other person posted that it was a room, and they had a sleeping bag and a pillow and sheets and a small TV on the floor. That's their foundation phase. That house is going to get to
building
something.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't start. We all don't have the luxury to just get a house and then be able to just have furniture and stuff. Things are expensive. People can't afford it. Not everyone can make it.
Yeah. And not everyone will make it.
Exactly. That's the reality we live in. We don't know.
Even we can flop next week.
We don't know.
But then that's where faith comes in. Just like, okay, yes, I'm going to flop. Whatever comes my way.
Imagine having faith for 50 years. August.
Dude, let's have people. Yes.
August faith.
And it means I have to live and hope for the next day. Then I'm going to keep on having that faith. Let's do it. Let's do it.
But like that
but
holding
I feel like comparison is the greatest killer of joy. Because we go around, like you want to keep up with the Jonases. Yeah. You want to look like you're somebody, keep up with the latest trends right now. And that's
I think
what's
especially
happening.
now, since everyone can get rich quick with social media, you go viral once, especially in South Africa, you go viral once, also, all of a sudden you're booking gigs.
Also, people will take out loans and put themselves in debt just for the sake to please other people. About to go December, but they're not going to have money in December. Are going to take out loans just to impress their families too.
Yeah, when they go back
so that my family can see that they make
I think also like living in that perception of how the world wants you to be. It's like, okay, the world wants me to be this rich, successful person. So but that's
not even
I'm not
the
finding
world.
happiness.
It's just you yourself. You think.
Not even.
But I get it. It's your
parents.
perception of what other people think of you.
True.
So you living up to that certain perception. That's how the world has viewed you. So you have to live up to that certain expectation.
True.
And sometimes that's not happy. That's not bringing you any happiness.
I was listening to this other podcast, and this guy was like this famous boxer. He made it out the trenches, like he
made it out the hood.
He made it out the hood. Like he was boxing for his life. All of a sudden, he's like Mayweather level type vibes. And then he had kids. And now he wants his kids also to like fight. And then the kids are just like, I didn't have the drive that you had, because you had something.
You see?
To push you, like you are fighting against poverty, you were fighting against all these things, and that was the drive you needed to get out the hood, essentially. But me, I'm living soft. So I don't really even I don't really have like a passion for anything, because I have money because of you.
See?
Do you get
like,
what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. But like people's lives also majorly depends on their parents also, because like may grow up in like such a loving home and stuff like that, and then that will give them the drive to do things because they are cared for at home. Some people are neglected at home, and that also gives them a drive. Other people, they just don't care. Like they just don't care. So you can never measure yourself because there's so many different circumstances, and this if like you guys grew up the exact same way with the exact same parents. Other than that, you don't know someone else's struggles. You don't know the benefits that another person gets from whatever. So at such a young age, it's not fair to yourself.
It's also different between siblings. Like me and my brother, we grew up in the same house, but we had totally different experiences. Because I'm older than my brother, and my brother just got out of high school. So when I was literally, I love my home. I love my parents. My parents are great. But like, if me and him talk, it's like we live in two different houses. Do you know what I mean? Because he experiences my parents differently than how I experience them. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's all good vibes, guys. Not sad.
Yeah, I know. I'm crying.
And so that also pushes you. So if I have like drive and be like, I want to make my parents proud, my brother's saying, my parents are already proud of me no matter what I do. So I don't really have to work that hard. Do you get what I mean?
It's mentality also.
It's totally different mentality.
Mindset too.
But
that's so true.
I'm also thinking,
we got real deep real fast.
But I'm also thinking that like at the age of 23, am I actually an adult?
No.
Like, am I really? Like,
no.
For the past 2 months, I've been struggling to make a dentist appointment. I have 2 teeth, and I just let them be so because no one's answering my calls.
What do you mean no one's answering your calls?
I call every time I call them, either they're not answering or you go to a press 1. If you want them, press 2, and then when I press, they play music and at a time.
As much as I say that, the worst advice, like I said now recently, that the worst advice that I've gotten is that she's still young.
It's also the best.
I also need to realize that I have time. You know, it's okay to not rush things. Yeah. It's okay to be patient with yourself and think long term.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Because this quick thing, this quick gratification of I'm trying to get the next big deal. I'm trying to get the next fucking 10,000K followers. I'm trying to get like that rush that you need to tell yourself that, okay, patience, you have time.
Yeah.
And that's what we lack in our 20s.
I think
patience, you want
I think you see that thing of pressuring yourself, but at this age I have to do this at this age. Yeah. So when you don't get that goal, it ends up being like you end up being mad at yourself, and then what gets you depressed. Like now mental health is in jeopardy. Yeah. Just because they didn't do this. It was unrealistic to begin with. So,
but it's hard to tell someone that their expectations of themselves is unrealistic if their peers are also literally doing that.
Because to someone else it's realistic.
So if you see it happening. Like if you get a car now, and my goal is to get a car by the time I turn 23. It's like she's 23, she did it. Why can't I? And that also it adds to.
But at the same time,
and that's
okay
the comparison of
something.
It's always comparison.
But at the same time, it's
a
okay
killer
to
of
want
joy.
something. But then
don't make
I
it
just
your
think,
end all and be all. Yeah,
because also after you achieve your goal, what else do you do? Do you just set
you
goals?
set another goal.
Do you just set goals for the rest of your life? Okay, what if you have this big goal? Like, what happens after?
There's nothing wrong with setting goals. Like it helps you. It helps push and motivate.
Don't time limit it.
But don't. But like when you get it, get another goal. Like even if it, like, look at Beyonce.
So when do you live your life, Kingwok?
In between getting the goal.
Like there's this
you
thing.
live it in the process.
There's this thing that I learned about in one of my modules. Do you guys know Maslow's hierarchy of needs?
Yeah.
So there's different needs and stuff. And then in order to get to the top one, you have to satisfy the one below it. So in order to get to
satisfactory level.
I don't know what don't know levels.
But pyramid.
It's food, it's and then it's self-actualization. But it's a pyramid and stuff. So in order to get self-fulfillment, you have to satisfy all these needs. So if you have a goal for the rest of your life, when are you going to get to self-fulfillment? When are you going to be satisfied with your life and just live it?
But like, what
That's such a great question.
But like, what if the goal is, example, the goal is to get my parents a house. And I get the goal and I'm self-satisfied. That's satisfied me.
Yeah, that's self-satisfaction.
But then I feel like also like wanting the next thing, and then you get it. Yeah. Like what you just asked now.
Yeah. You want more.
Actually not satisfied. But I think we always like, trying to look for the next thing. Okay. I feel like it's finding contentment where you are at currently at the moment.
Yes.
Because that's pure happiness. That's pure literally contentment. When you're like, I don't have it all. I don't have my dreams accomplished right now, but I'm not going to sit here sulk about it, compare myself to everybody else on the internet.
But it's difficult not to at the same time.
It's difficult.
It's difficult.
That's what they say.
It's painful.
You work every day. Every day you work, you have to work on yourself.
But are you going to like sulk about it or actually go through that pain?
Like I will sulk, but then I'll get over it.
And sulking isn't bad, Jem, guys.
Guys, please don't be coming at me if you're throwing out the pity parties.
Like, throw your pity parties.
Like, one day, no,
if you want to,
don't be coming at me if you're throwing out the
so
pity parties.
Let's say, but if you go through something in life, when you won't cry it out, you'll just.
I will cry it out.
You see, that's what I'm saying. But you give yourself time to feel
your feelings
and get through it. If not, you're gonna carry that, and then at some point you're gonna pop, and then now you don't know.
It's very dangerous to hold on to like
a feeling,
to feelings. You know what I mean? Like if you feel like crying now, cry, guys. Like,
get it over with.
Get it over and done with now. Because if you hold on to stuff, it's gonna affect you later on in life. To get when it's gonna catch you off guard, especially now.
Like deal with your shit.
The younger you are, because you face a lot of like disappointments now. You don't know what to do, so now you're holding that resentment against yourself. Do you know what I mean? That's where the depression comes in, because you punish yourself essentially. You know what I mean?
Yes, it is.
You're punishing yourself.
It is.
And if you don't deal with like certain emotions, like now, you're gonna snap at the wrong moment
all the time.
All of a sudden, your life, you're gonna feel.
So go through and feel them.
Sorry,
like
you're dragging them through your life with other feelings also.
Literally feel your feels. I remember my sister told me when I broke up with my first boyfriend, she was like, dude, like, feel what you want to feel. Like, if you want to go binge drinking, do that. Just have me on speed dial in case anything happens.
Like, don't endanger your life, but feel them.
But like, whatever you want to do, like, do it. And then when you're done, come back and then just recenter yourself.
Don't stay there.
It's not saying go up but booyah.
Exactly, go up
but booyah. Come back. Come back.
Go up but
so cool. I want to ask.
Is that a thing or you just like, bro?
No, so I think one of my friends posted it on a status a while back. And then it's
stuck now.
Shout out, Peli. So cool. I also want to ask you guys now, do you think there's a difference in the way people are dating in their 20s and like before they reach their 20s? Which I think there is, because like
before they reach their 20s, as in like, what do you mean?
Like is there a difference? Basically, like basically, at first year you haven't reached your 20s then, but then when you, probably not when you technically classify the girls.
It is. Dating in high school is sabo childish.
Yeah, it is. It is. I also felt like a lot of relationship I was in, it was because I was pressured by friends because they were jollying and for the sake of...
Yo, did our friend group? One thing about them. One thing about them.
Yo, like I ended up in a relationship that I did not want to be in.
Because people said... Oh,
people are like, you guys were, like, they gaslighted me until I thought, then I would be cute together.
Another,
So that's what happens. But then that's just like small things until you reach like an age where you get into a relationship where you're with this person and whatnot. And then I feel like it feels different from when you were
younger. Definitely feels different.
Because even the way that I'm in a relationship is so totally different from when I was younger. I did not give a flying
when you were younger.
I didn't. I once forgot I had a boyfriend in high school.
Literally.
I forgot that I was dating someone in high school.
It's like, I don't want to say it's childish because it is, but because some people they meet in high school and they
married now. That's their life story.
But like some of the shit we used to do like in high school, it's like lol. I wish I could rewind time so I can just be like, tell me so stop. Like, what are you doing? And so we
live and we learn.
And the cringy situations that you put yourself through.
I remember there was a rule like in my class, not in my class, but like in the little friendship group I had back then. There was a rule like you can't date someone that's in your class because now it's gonna be weird.
So the question is it different now?
It is different.
I think it is different, but I also think that like if we also like speak about pressure, like for some reason I'm about to see relationship on social media and then they smile because they think that the happiness ends in a relationship, starts and ends in a relationship. So if they're not in a relationship now, it's meltdown season and stuff like that.
True, yeah.
So like I'm just saying that it's different in a way that people are rushing to get married now. I don't know why it's in at 23 at the same time. But
I don't even think it's rushing to get married. It's just rushing just to have that person to say, this is my man. You know what I mean?
Some other lady asked me, like, when am I going to get married? Because you know, like, apparently children, giving birth to children, and that's about when that stops.
Who's this lady?
But
oh my God.
I don't know when that stops. But then, I'm dating someone, and I'm at his place, like, a lot, like, most of the time. So when they're like, but when are you guys going to get married? Because, like, you guys need to have kids and get...
Is it the security?
No.
Because there was a security guard that... When I was going to your place, I think she thought I was you.
Yeah.
And so then when I was getting out the Uber, she was like, she le Uber driver because when chatile. And I was like, chatile. And I was like, maybe she thinks that I'm you.
People are so bored.
So things like that, like, but why are you asking? I'm done at 23, but when are you getting married? Like, I don't even have a degree yet.
That's because our parents got married at 23.
More important to me, just giving out children, that's not my whole life. I'm trying to be something.
That's because our parents were getting married at 23. Like the older generation, they were throwing it down from 18
and I love
to 25
that for
and they were
them,
getting married.
But that's not what I'm trying to
exactly
do. Do you know how annoying kids are? Yo.
Super annoying. I don't even think I see kids in my future. Like the way I'm moving, it's like
I'm not mad. Like if it happens, it happens. Kids, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, that's my circumstance.
I love kids.
Yeah, it's my circumstance.
Bring them babies over here.
Yeah. It's so much responsibility.
Like for real.
Like right now, if you have a child, would that not be like terrifying?
Nah, it wouldn't be terrifying.
I
wouldn't be terrifying. Like I feel like I have my mind. I wouldn't say obviously I would be fully on financially ready, mentally ready, physically ready.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind indoctrinating my child.
I mind.
No, I don't think I'm in the stage of my life.
I'm kidding. But like
I don't think I'm in the stage of my life.
Mind yo, you gotta do it this way.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think I'm in the stage in my life where if I tell my friends, guys, I'm having a baby, but where they'd be happy for me, it'd be like,
definitely not. Me, I'm looking for
it'd be like,
to drive me.
Yeah, for real, same. Yeah, it's gonna be like, what are we gonna do? Like, no, we're having the baby though. We're having it.
Guys, let's not do this. Guys, we are children. Do you know how
me.
Young
some,
we
some
are?
people are living life with their kids right now, and I love that for them. But like personally,
oh my gosh,
a weird thing, like being black and a girl. It's like after you graduate varsity, it's like now you're looking for a husband, you're having kids.
The rat race.
Because I remember someone asking me, but I don't remember if it was a family member or a friend, but someone was asking me, oh, you don't have a child yet. Like they were shook. And I was like, Guys, what's going on?
Like, time to have children starts at 20 and ends at 20. What's going on? Like, what is going on in our
times have changed now. Like, times have changed. It's not... We're no longer in those days where, like, you're trying to buy a house real quick. Right now, nigga, I'm trying to... Like, the money that I'm trying to buy a house, I'm trying to buy Bitcoin. Like, we're in those ages right now. Like, nobody...
Are you a Bitcoin?
Nobody wants to invest... Like, nobody... We like, things have become so different. Things have changed, and we just need to embrace that change. Like, right now, it's not about, like, getting that 9 to 5. Like, things have changed. That degree and everything, yes, it's fucking valuable, but it's not as much valuable as the times when our parents were around. So dating has changed, relationships has changed.
Even now, people are using their degrees as backup plans because it's not something they plan to do for their life.
Definitely.
Because there's so many other things that you can do that don't need a degree, but then you just want to have it just in case because you don't want to not have a job because you're
That's
what
literally
society has told us that.
But that's literally like what the 20s are in a nutshell, though. Like, just figuring yourself out. Like, just figure yourself out.
Wait, I just want to say something.
Figure yourself out. And you don't have to have it all figured out. Because there's 50-year-olds out here who don't have it figured out.
Don't know.
Like, I know my mom. Like, my mom's best friend. My mom is still trying to get her best friend to figure life out. Like, it's that deep.
Hard. Like, she's still going through it.
And it's okay.
Life is life.
Everybody's going through shit, and you don't have to.
Another thing is about, like, why is it that people, like, feel the need to judge what's happening in others' life? Like, if I buy a house today,
it's not your
and then will come up to me and be like, but you don't own it, the bank owns it. Oksalayo, I have the keys, the bank doesn't have keys to this house.
I can't take such.
Oksalayo, I'm paying the bank back. They're not giving me the house for free.
Just a small detour. How do you buy a house?
I don't know.
It's quite simple these days to buy a house. So basically, it depends. Like, whether you want to buy cash or you want to buy it through a mortgage.
Like, when you have the cash, who do you call?
Who do you go to?
You literally go through a broker. Or if you
Who's the broker?
Or real estate.
Is that Property 24 people?
Yeah.
You go through them.
Like,
so what's the lawyer part of it?
What's the lawyer part of it?
Obviously, there's like transfer duties and attorney fees that you have to pay for it to get transferred in your name.
You see,
and that depends on the deal. Okay, I studied real estate, so
that makes a lot of sense.
I'm still a bit woozy. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not. It's like life is simple, guys.
We
just make it complicated. Like, I actually want to cry.
I still need the dentist. My teeth are growing this way. My teeth are growing this way. My wisdom teeth.
And I always tell people, like, in our 20s, like, try shit. Like, you talk about like,
definitely try stuff.
But try shit.
Like, just throw yourself in stuff.
If you don't like it, do it. If you enjoy it, if it gets you up in the morning and it's your authentic self and you're embracing who you are, do it. Because nobody else can do you like you do you.
I also realized that like, people in their 20s like to live life for other people.
Yeah.
Like you wake up, your friend is like, let's go to the club. You don't want to go to the club, but to make them happy.
You're at the club.
Now you're at the club.
And this thing of, like, you're not going to please everyone.
Yeah, but that's where the figuring yourself out part comes in. Because not everyone, because once you figure yourself out and you know yourself and, like, what you want to do and what you don't want to do. It's like, what?
You literally said that in my dreams.
That is how we are closing this episode off,
You
guys.
literally said once you know.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I think I need another dream.
Guys,
To wrap this episode up. It's been great.
It's been amazing.
Thank you so much,
guys,
for joining
I
us.
want to talk about my podcast.
Oh, yes. Plug yourself.
So I got a podcast that I launched like 2 months ago. So it's Quit the Noise and Be the Voice by Refentse Moseki.
That is so catchy.
Yeah, it's just like literally embracing who you are, your authenticity. So I bring like interesting people, like how we like have this conversation.
Yeah.
It's just about conversation, man. Talking about things that we actually need to have conversations about.
All right.
You know? So check it out. Follow me on Instagram, Refentse Moseki. Keep watching, guys. Like, this is a dope
She has
podcast.
so much energy.
Like, this is a dope-ass podcast. Like, keep watching. Like, stay tuned. Like, do it. Do it.
So if you guys want to experience this much energy again, watch our channel.
Watch the channel.
And our channel is just a podcast.
And I'll be back. It's audio podcast. It's on Apple Podcasts as well as it's on YouTube. So YouTube is just Refentse Moseki. Like how she introduced me. You can catch me there. Catch me on Instagram. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, guys.